Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Cooking with Lily. This is Lily. I'm Nacho, and today we're going to do a shrimp and rice recipe. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead and remember, like always, you're going to need 2 cups of water for every cup of jasmine rice that we use. Just have about half of a cup ready. We're going to need some shrimp. So this is about half of a pound of shrimp. We're going to need some tomatoes, about a quarter of an onion, a clove of garlic, some cilantro, and we're going to need some mixed veggies. So here I have some corn, carrots, and like always, you're going to need either chicken stock, or if you don't have chicken stock, we do a substitute, consomé de pollo. All right, so that's going to sub in for that. I have some shrimp already kind of grilling over here. This is going to be for our sauce. So we all have the habit of eating all of our shrimps before we finish all of our rice. That's going to add the flavor to the rice of the shrimp. So we're going to go ahead and proceed by frying our rice. So we're going to go ahead and pour our rice. We're going to just make sure you have enough oil in that pan. And remember, we want to go ahead and get this nice and fried. So we're going to get it to where it changes colors. So remember, the golden brown, that's what we're going to be looking for, okay? So spread this out. While we get that spread out, we're going to go ahead and start by making our sauce. You're going to need 2 Roma tomatoes, and we're going to blend all that. A clove of garlic in here, our onions, like I said, about half of a cup, depending how thick you want your sauce to be. You're going to need just a little bit of consomé de pollo. All right. Remember, you're going to go ahead and pour your shrimp, or we're going to go ahead and add our fried shrimp into this. Now you want to leave it with the shell. Obviously, if you have some that were already peeled, that's no problem. That's fine. All right. So we're going to proceed to blend it. Okay. We're going to proceed to blend here. All right, so now that we got everything, remember we want to get this golden brown look on our rice. All right, we made our sauce. Now make sure it cooks right through, especially if you're going to be using shelled shrimp. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spread all this out. Make sure it gets evenly spread throughout everything, because we want to get that shrimp flavor all around our rice. All right, and then we're going to add about half of a teaspoon of rice. Now, of course, if you need a little bit more salt at the end, then definitely add a little bit more salt. All right, so remember the drill on this one. We're just going to go ahead and reduce this. All right, while we have everything going over here, let's go ahead and get started on our shrimp. So we want to make sure we have your oil nice and hot. We got a little bit more in here. So you're not going to fully cook the shrimp. All right, we're going to cook them about a third of the way through. You want to get them nice and toasted. And then we're going to finish them off in the rice. But right now, just go ahead and get them nice and about a third way of the way cooked. So once we have everything reduced, we're going to go ahead and add our water. And we're going to go ahead and add our veggies and a little bit of cilantro just to give this a nice texture. And we're going to go ahead and move this around, spread all the veggies evenly. We want to make sure we have an equal amount all over. All right, and again, leave it on high, and we're going to reduce it for a couple more minutes. All right, so we got our rice reduced. All right, we got our shrimp cooked as well. All right. You don't want to cook them too long, so you want to have them about, like I said, about a third of the way cooked, because otherwise they're just going to go ahead and kind of dehydrate, and they're going to lose a lot of their size. And at that point, you're just going to be eating those small shrimps that you find in those cup noodles. But go and spread them out evenly. And again, we're just going to let the rice finish cooking, so we're going to go ahead and put our top back in and let it cook for the rest. All right, so this is the final product. So you see everything's nice and fluffy. All right, so we went ahead and plate it over here. Now this is a pretty quick recipe. You can do it pretty easily. It doesn't take too long, probably about 15-20 minutes once you kind of get the hang of it. it's a really good recipe to show your cooking skills. A lot of people can't cook rice. You can show your loved one, your honey, whoever. You can show your parents, treat them out to a nice home cooked meal. But let's go ahead and give this a try, and let's see first how the rice came out. All right, so the rice came out really good, nice and fluffy, but let's see how our shrimp tastes. And again, that's why we kind of leave them about third way of the way cooked, and they just finish cooking while you finish reducing the rice. It's gonna come out really good, and I might go for a second bite because it's just that good. You can really taste the shrimp in this. But other than that, it's been another great pleasure helping you guys out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, like and subscribe. It's gonna be Cocinando con Lily. We'll put all the description of all the ingredients in the description below, the link to everything. But other than that, you guys take care, and we'll see you guys on the next one, all right?